Hi, and welcome to Eden's Work Ethic. My name is Mark, and today we're going to talk about how to tap a maple tree. Now, if you haven't done this before, it's actually pretty simple. Maple trees are pretty plentiful here in the Northeast. We're actually here in northern New England, but they're located pretty much throughout the Northeast, and pretty much, I would say, in most places in the United States. Now, it's important to know that in order to tap a maple tree for its sap, it has to be pretty much, I would say, late winter to early spring. The season is very short because you need very cold nights below freezing, and during the day you need the temperature to come above freezing or well above freezing, and that's what causes the sap flow. Now, if you're wondering, well, I would like to tap a maple tree, but how do I know if it's a maple tree? Now, that's a great question, I would say. Here we're actually standing in front of a maple tree, or two maple trees kind of, because it has a crotch here on the base and it goes out into two. Now, one of the easiest ways to know that you're dealing with a maple tree is if you want to come here closer. Sometimes you'll find the saplings next to it. If you can get to the branches, that'd be great. But if you can't get there, you can find the saplings that grow around it, and it usually has red tips. That's just a very simplistic way of locating a maple tree. Now, another way of doing it is if you come around the base, and during the fall when it loses its leaves, you should be able to find a maple leaf. Like in this case, this one's pretty much withered away, but this is a maple leaf. Probably actually came from one of the saplings because it's a very small one. But that's how you know that you're dealing with a maple tree. So, today the temperature is pretty good. We're actually in late March. The season is a little longer this year, and we're also here in, like I said, in northern New England, so we probably get a little bit longer season than most other areas in the country. So once you've located your maple tree, now I'm not sure exactly what kind this is. I'm tempted to say it might be a Norway maple, but I'm not exactly sure. Obviously, the trees with the most sugar content would be your sugar maples. But really, you can get maple syrup and the sap for the syrup from just about any maple tree. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to find a nice spot, low to the ground, because, we actually only have 2-foot hoses. Let me show you real quick. Now, I got these off Amazon for $23, including the black taps, and they're just under 2 feet long. In total, I paid just around $24, including shipping, with Amazon Prime. Not that I want to promote them, but that's where I got them. So, since I only have, a hose that's only so long, I want to make sure not to tap up too high because I need to be able to connect my container to the other end of the hose. So now, the taps that I bought came with instructions saying that you want to drill a hole into the tree that's about 5/16 thick or 5/16 round. So this is a 5/16 bit. So now, you want to find a nice spot on the tree, and when you drill, you want to drill with just a slight angle up because you want to be able to collect the sap dripping down. So I get it started, and you see that I marked it off with tape because you want to get at least an inch in, and that's where I marked it off at an inch. You can go a little bit further, but you want to be at least an inch in to be able to collect the sap. Now, as you can see, I'm going to bring the camera a little closer, the sap, because right now we're a little above freezing, the sap has pretty much started leaking instantly. It's actually a pretty good flow. And it's actually sweet. That's another way that you're dealing with the maple. You can actually taste the sugar content in the sap. And I tasted it, and it's actually pretty sweet, and it's flowing very well. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my tap. So now I already connected my tap to my hose. The sap is actually flowing very well right now, and tomorrow the weather's supposed to be even better. Tonight's supposed to drop below freezing, and tomorrow's supposed to be well over the 40s, so we're going to get a great collection tomorrow as well. So now, I'll put this in, and I'm going to tap it, probably I want to say about 1/2 inch in. Now I don't want to go too far in because you know, once the season's over, I'm not going to be able to get it back, and I would like to use it again next season. So I'm about 1/2 inch in. I'll just check, make sure it's nice and sturdy. And just in case you're wondering what I'm going to be collecting with, this is actually an empty spring water bottle that I got from the local supermarket. We drank all the water already, so I have a gallon here to collect sap with, and it'll probably fill up if the flow keeps going like this. I would say probably in about, you know, a day or two. I drilled the same 5/16 hole on this side of on the cap of the gallon bottle, and I'm going to just stick it in like so. I'm just getting a nice tight fit just to make sure I don't get any contamination from, you know, either rainwater or something. And I'll put it in a good ways, and I'll just make sure I have it kind of sitting on the ground. That way it's not floating too much, so when the weight brings it down, it'll just bring it down to the ground. And that's it. And that's how you collect your maple syrup. So hopefully we'll be doing another video soon of what you do with the maple syrup after you've collected it, or I should say the maple sap, so that you can make maple syrup after you've collected it. Don't forget to subscribe and like our video and to share it. Until next time, take care and God bless you. Goodbye.